Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel. Thank you. Hello. I'm going to tell y'all about a story when I think Bigfoot almost ate us. We were headed up into West Virginia, and we came back from a trip up there, and we went down through the Jefferson National Forest. And there's a road that's just a service road, and it's one I've been down through quite a few times before. And there's a few cabins when you first start down this road, and then you'll see a couple of offshoot roads. I'd always thought there were cabins out there, and it turns out that they're just Forest Service roads in case the forest catches on fire, they can get out to it. But there's one road that goes all the way through. I never have seen a whole lot of wildlife there, even though this place is pretty remote. We like to ride through there thinking that we'll see a bear or maybe an elk or something. And one night, me and my son were coming back from West Virginia, and we were going through Virginia, the Jefferson National Forest. And we went out through this detour, mainly because I like to go out that way. And it's a slow road, it's a single lane road. There's not much traffic. And at that time, I didn't realize how remote it really was. Looking on a map, and I noticed that you could go over hill after hill, sometimes 10 or 15, what looked to me to be mountains, and there's not a house there. And then I also realized after looking on Google Earth that out those little service roads that there weren't any houses out there either. So it's about 8 miles or 10 from just about any house as you go through there. It's probably 2 in the morning when we cut through, maybe not quite that late. And we're riding slow out through there, and we'd got us a big drink, and it was time to use the bathroom. And we were probably halfway out that road when I seen a good place to pull over. And we pulled off the road, and I turned off the headlights, but I left on the running lights so we could see a little bit. It was just as dark as it could be. And as soon as we stepped out, I heard some sticks break or something, some branches pop, and me and him both were thinking the same thought. Why is he, as my son was with me, why is he walking into the woods? There's nobody here. I mean, you got privacy. We couldn't even see each other. And I heard another couple heavy footsteps. And I said, Storm, I said, where are you going? And he said, I haven't took a step. He said, I walked to the back of the car and stopped. And I said, don't make a sound. And behind me, probably only 15 or 20 feet, you could hear a couple more steps, and they were heavy steps, real heavy. It had to weigh hundreds and hundreds of pounds to crack the sticks that were on the ground like that. And I had a fear run through me, and I told him when we heard, we were quiet for a moment, and I heard those crunch, and you could tell it was 2 feet. And I thought, well, it's either somebody crazy At the time, you know, I was so surprised. I wasn't really thinking about a man can't step that heavily. I wouldn't have thought. And it was definitely 2 feet, biped. And I screamed, "Get in the car now!" And Storm, he was over there beating on the door trying to find the handle, and he jumps in, and I grabbed the handle, got in, and I had a 357 in between the seats, but I never really thought about it much other than I knew it was there if something opened my door. And I thought, well, you could turn the car around, and this is one of those deals where you think multiple thoughts within a fraction of a second, one of those kind of special moments that happens in emergencies. And I thought, well, you know, if you wait, if you turn the car around and look, you might never leave here. You don't know what you'll see. And I thought, if you just gun it out of here, you know, you'll survive, and your son, and he's number one, you know. So we kicked in and I got out of there as fast as I could. We didn't smell any smell. I didn't see anything, but I sure heard it. And I can't imagine what else it could have been, really. It wasn't a bear. I've been around bear, been around cattle, and I know the sound of their footsteps. I've been around a lot of deer. We lived along the Appalachian mountains and still live pretty close there, but we lived right up in the foot of them for 19 years, and we saw all kinds of wildlife, almost everything that's in the woods. And I firmly think that we're about to be lunch for a Bigfoot. And that's just about all there is to that story right there. Thank you for listening. Come back, we'll try and tell you another true story of the unknown.